Okay, I'm here in Saratoga Springs with Daniel Snyder.
Hello.
Daniel was one of my runners at Grinnell and graduate, what year?
2022.
Okay, tell us a little bit about what you're doing now. Like, what did you major in at Grinnell
Yeah.
and how you ended up here in Saratoga Springs?
So at Grinnell, I majored in psychology and political science, and that was mostly because I was interested in what drives people to make certain decisions, what products they're interested, why they're purchasing that product, and then political science also I majored in. I was interested in how the candidates strategically campaign their messaging, how they pick what spots they're going to. Being in Iowa for the Iowa caucus in 2020 was very interesting. I tried to go to as many campaign events as I could. That drove me to do my master's at Syracuse at the Newhouse School in advertising, because that kind of combined all the things into one, and I'm also interested in the creative side too.
Yeah.
So did a year of that, and then was looking to work in an agency, maybe as a copywriter or a strategist. And then I was able to get a copywriting job up here in Saratoga working for a pharmaceutical agency. So we help demonstrate the value of drugs so that insurance companies cover them. So it's like a really interesting niche. It's called market access. So I've been doing that for almost a year. I actually switched about 5 months ago into being an account position. So that's kind of managing the team, like making sure projects are going on the right pace. So it's been really rewarding, and I love Saratoga. It's a beautiful place. Happy to be here.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay, we just ordered breakfast, and now we're back to talking a little bit about your background. So tell me about your experience at Grinnell. Like,
Yeah.
how did you end up at Grinnell?
Yeah. So I was actually doing a triathlon near the Des Moines area before college even started, when I was in high school. And my mom's told me, like, you should really look at Grinnell. We should do an interview while you're there if you can. It's a great school academically. So I was like, okay, yeah, I haven't really heard of it that much, but I did the interview and it went really well. And the more I learned about the school and the very strong academics and ability to do a sport there and compete collegiately, like, really drew me there. And it was a great fit. And I also felt very wanted through the whole process. So that was something that meant a lot to me. And showed up to Grinnell, and it became everything I wanted it to be once I met my friends, figured out, like, there's a lot to do in Iowa. You may not see it in the beginning, but there's a simplistic beauty that I found to be great.
And you had a good experience running.
Great experience running, yeah. I went for swimming and then transitioned into swimming and running, and then went into doing just running by the end.
You found your sport eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, we're glad you did. So when you were at Grinnell, like, you must have had experiences that were, I don't want to say life-changing. I think that's overused, but where the light bulb went on, where you really got it, and you talk about an experience like that, or maybe a professor that put you in that position, and kind of explain the Grinnell experience,
Right. I think because it's liberal arts and I was able to take classes from so many different realms, it kind of like opened many light bulbs in like specific areas that I would have never even dreamed of thinking about in that way, in like a academic way. So for example, I took international political economy, and that really connected the dots for me in my head about how the world works in terms of how these countries are. It's all kind of meshed together, which I thought was really interesting. Like, it's not just one economy in one country and then one in the other. Another like interesting class that I took was costume design. That's something I probably would have never ventured into, but getting to see that whole area and how that's a profession and that people study that and teach it was interesting to me too. So just seeing how many different like areas of life that there are and the opportunities, and being around really smart people at Grinnell all the time was definitely enriching and helped me grow into the best person I could be.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, advertising there is such psychology to that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're selling you subtly and not so subtly all the time.
In good ways and sometimes
bad.
bad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, explain that. I mean, how can it be good and bad?
I think it can be bad if they're if it's in your face, overloading advertising, that it's not something you really need. And they're just trying to get you to buy. But it can be good if it's personalized to you and it is something that solves your needs, solves your problems. I think that's where it really can benefit you and the person selling it to you, because they'll make the money from it.
So how do you like this area?
I love the area. It's small.
Quite a bit different from where you're from. Though.
Yeah, the winters are remind me a little bit of Grinnell sometimes.
Right.
I love it. It's like small enough that you can like drive around everywhere. But it can remind me sometimes of being in a city if I want that feeling. But I live on the downtown, in the downtown area on Broadway, and it's always lively and there's always things to do.
Sure.
It has a nice history to it, and also.
And you were saying that this is racing season.
Yeah, it's track season, so a lot of people come in for the horse racing around here. We actually had the Belmont this year, which is one of the Triple Crown.
That's right,
so that's here for this year and the next year too.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to get to see like a major sporting event, like walkable from my apartment.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the population, what is it?
I think it's like 27,000. But when track season happens, I think 50,000 people come.
No hotel rooms.
I heard from an Uber driver that it brings in $1 billion total.
Oh my gosh.
Because think of all the betting and just the tourism, people coming through. So
where are you going to be in 10 years, you think?
I don't know. Maybe here. You never know. Like that's the thing about my life. Like grew up in North Carolina and then went to Iowa for undergrad and then upstate New York, Syracuse for graduate, and now I'm here.
But you like the field of advertising?
I like it, yeah. Who knows how advertising is going to change though with AI and everything going on. I feel like it's going to be impacted and already has been a lot.
Yeah.
So the job that I have in 10 years probably doesn't exist right now, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, AI, I think I got out of teaching at the right time because it's changing. I mean, it's changing totally.
Yeah.
And like, how do you know if someone's doing the work, if it's their thoughts when they write a paper? I've always prided myself on our classes that kind of prompted people to write their own thoughts.
Right.
And now it's just going to be different.
Yeah, now their thoughts are the prompts that they're putting into these generative AI systems, which it kind of makes sense though, because that's how it's going to be. Yeah. It's kind of unavoidable in a way. But yeah, you want to have them thinking through these processes themselves, right? Not like just having the answers automatically. So knowing how you get there is important. So the fact that the computer kind of takes that away.
So all in all, you think Grinnell was a great choice?
Excellent choice. I would do it 100 times again. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and the people that I met there too. Like I still one of them's visiting me. Cody is visiting me in about a month. Wow. So it's like lifetime friends.
There was a group that way back. I think it might have been our first team that won a NCAA regional, and they get together regularly. Like they'll fly into a hub, and just so they can be together. It's really cool.
Right.
I find that it's about the people. Ultimately.
And one thing too about Grinnell is that you're all in it together. You're in a small town in Iowa.
Yep.
That's what you have is each other.
Exactly.
So that makes it even more special in a way, because you're not just venturing out doing other things with other people. You're with your classmates, with your teammates all the time, which is a beautiful thing.
Well, man, it's great to see you again, and thank you for the short interview. And we're going to have a great breakfast here at the Merc.
Yes.
So this is the place, apparently, on Broadway.
It's a staple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Give a little shot here of it. Yep. I can see some high dollar types come in here during racing season for sure. Lovely. Great little town. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Great to see you.